Hi everyone, this is Learning with Linda, and today I bring you a small update regarding the state stimulus checks, and also we'll be reviewing the payout date information for the SNAP emergency allotment for the month of June, and of course we'll be including the payout dates for the month of July. So we have one state in particular, guys, that has been approved to provide anywhere between $500 to $1,000 in stimulus checks. Also, for those in the state of California, the California legislature has finally approved a new budget that includes anywhere between $200 to $800 checks. So you guys want to make sure you guys stay tuned for that one as well. And then we also have information regarding the SNAP emergency allotments for the month of June. We have a small update as well. 34 states that have been approved, and then we'll be including the payout dates for June and July. So make sure you guys stay until the end of this video to ensure that you receive this information. Now, before we get started, if you're interested in the latest news regarding stimulus, child tax credit, SNAP, p-ebt, and everything in between, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button down below. Now let's get right to it. And don't forget to take advantage of these offers. With Rakuten, you can get an additional $30 when you sign up and spend $30 or more using the referral link that is in the video description. You can also receive up to 20% cash back every time you shop at your favorite stores. Next, we have the Ibotta app, where you can get cash back when doing your grocery shopping. You can also receive $10 when you sign up and upload your first receipt using the referral code that is on the screen. And in case you want to maximize your rewards, you can use a second app like Fetch Rewards to upload the same receipt you just used from the Ibotta app. Fetch is actually super easy to use, as it will give you points just for uploading any type of receipt. You'll even get 2,000 points just for signing up with this referral code. So let's start off this video with very good news for my friends in the state of Colorado, since Colorado will be sending anywhere between $500 to $1,000 checks to residents later this summer, you guys. So it's official, Colorado taxpayers can expect to receive at least $500 in the mail by September, and this is all thanks to a legislation signed by Governor Jared Polis on Monday. So the new law, which is called Senate Bill 233, will refund up to 85% of the excess state revenue collected last year. So the refund amounts will depend on state revenue, though current estimates say that the checks will be at least $500 for individual tax filers and about $1,000 for joint filers. Now, taxpayers will receive equal payments regardless of income. So to prevent fraud, all checks will be mailed to the last known address as identified on the 2021 tax return. The governor and Democratic leaders said the expedited refund will help Colorado families afford basic necessities such as gas and groceries amid skyrocketing prices and, of course, inflation. Governor Polis said 3.1 million Coloradans will receive the refund directly in the mail in either August or September, you guys. Now, the refund is available for full-time residents who filed their 2021 tax returns by June 30th. Now, if you filed after June 30th or you're filing after June 30th, but by the extended filing deadline, which is on October 17th, then these people will get their check in the month of January. So every full-time Colorado resident who was at least 18 years old on December 31st of last year, right, 2021, can file a tax return to claim the rebates even if they did not have taxable income. Taxpayers will receive equal payments, once again, you guys, regardless of income. So to check or update the address the rebate checks will be mailed to, residents should visit the following website. So if you've moved or you want to change your address as to where your check is coming to you, make sure you guys go on the following website. Once again, it's only for those in the state of Colorado, and here's the website, guys. It's colorado.gov/revenue online. For more information about the Colorado cashback rebate, you can also visit the following website, which is tax.colorado.gov/cashback. Next, we have good old California. So remember, guys, that we've mentioned in some of my previous videos about some of the proposals, right? There was one specifically by Governor Gavin Newsom. Well, here's a small update regarding that. So the California legislature has sent an approved budget that includes up to $800 rebates to Governor Newsom's desk. The California legislature officially sent off a $300 billion budget proposal to Governor Gavin Newsom's last week, but the work is far from complete, and here's pretty much why. The legislature's proposal proposal includes $8 billion for what it calls a Better for Families rebates program to offset the skyrocketing cost of gasoline. The rebate would provide $200 per taxpayer and dependent for those with an income less than $125,000 or $250,000 for joint filers. So those are the income limits under this approved budget. So for example, a family of 4 under this income category would receive $800. Now remember guys, in some of my previous videos, Newsom's plan, and we talked about this, right, would provide a one-time refund of $400 to each eligible owner of a registered vehicle with a cap of $800 per person. And so even though the legislature sent its budget to the governor, negotiations are ongoing with a final budget package not expected until the end of the month. And remember guys, I think their deadline is June 30th. So that's quickly approaching, right? Anthony York, Newsom's senior advisor for communications, said the initial package from the legislature was an important step forward, but there is more work to be done. York said in a statement, the governor's plan includes an additional $3.5 billion beyond what legislative leaders have proposed to help millions more people meet everyday costs. Newsom has 12 working days to sign or veto the budget bill once it's on his desk. The legislature can then override a veto with 2/3 vote in each house. So that's pretty much what's going on with California, you guys. As always, I'll make sure to keep you updated as more information becomes available. And just as a friendly reminder to my friends in the state of Connecticut, remember guys that Connecticut right now has approved a child tax rebate, right? So you have to apply for it in order to obviously receive your rebate. They're offering up to a maximum of $750, which means you get around $250 per child. But once again, let's say you have 3 children, right? You get $750, but if you have 4 children, you'll still get $750. So there is a maximum. Now here's a couple of criteria information regarding who qualifies for this, right? So for number 1, you must be a resident of Connecticut. Number 2, you must have claimed at least 1 child as a dependent on your 2021 federal income tax return who was 18 years of age or younger. And then you must also meet certain income thresholds. So if you're interested in applying, guys, make sure you guys check out this website. I'll be putting the link in the video description as always. And so basically you have to apply right here where it says 2022 CT child tax rebate, apply here. This is where you would click. And once again, guys, here it gives you the deadline date. So you have from pretty much today all the way through next month of July 31st of this year in order to apply. Even if you have a dependent and you, for some reason, you forget to apply, they're not going to be able to identify you through the system and you won't be getting your rebate, right? So make sure you guys apply. This is pretty much the information it's going to ask you for. So it says here to complete the application, you need the following information. You guys can just go ahead and read that. So make sure you're prepared as you're filling this out. It's going to ask you obviously for your generic information, determination of eligibility. So are you currently a resident of Connecticut? Calculation of the rebate here. And then obviously down here, it's going to ask you for your signature, your date, and then you're going to go ahead and click submit. And now moving on to the SNAP emergency allotments, guys, remember that there's a couple of states that are unfortunately no longer providing these benefits, right? So here you have the list. You also see the date there as to when they ended. So if you look at the bottom of the list, one thing I do want to highlight here is Georgia. Now, I did mention this in my previous videos. As far as my understanding goes, Georgia's last SNAP emergency allotments were distributed in the month of May. So that was the end of the benefits. Now, I understand on the USDA website, and that's something I mentioned in one of my previous videos as well, is that on the USDA website, Georgia does appear for the month of June. However, if you click on Georgia, there's no payout date information. I was reading through some of the forums and it seems like someone apparently got a hold of the USDA, which is, they're the ones that approve these states, right? They're the ones that put on their website all this information, which is pretty much what I give to you. And they're telling us pretty much that Georgia was added as a mistake or it's a glitch on the website, right? So they should be fixing that pretty soon. But as always, you guys, I'll make sure to keep you updated if anything changes. Here we have the payout date information for the SNAP emergency allotments for the month of June, you guys. So starting off with Alabama, anywhere between June 30th all the way through the 1st of July. Alaska, June 6th all the way through June 30th. Colorado, June 6th all the way through June 11th. Connecticut, June 16th. Delaware is June 29th. DC is on a regular issuance schedule. Next, we have Illinois, June 21st all the way through June 29th. Louisiana, June 4th, the 11th, the 18th, and the 25th. Maine, June 10th. Maryland, June 1st all the way through June 30th. Michigan, June 11th all the way through June 20th. Next, we have New Hampshire distributing payment on June 3rd, the 17th, or July 3rd or the 15th. New Jersey, June 1st through June 5th. New Mexico, June 1st all the way through June 30th. New York, for those in New York City, anywhere between June 15th all the way through the 29th. And then for the rest of the state, anywhere between June 6th all the way through the 16th. North Carolina, June 22nd all the way through the 1st of July. Oregon will be depositing payment in 3 rounds, right? So some of you guys will get it on round 1 on June 6th, round 2 June 29th, round 3 1st of July. Ohio, June 22nd all the way through June 23rd. Oklahoma, June 10th through the 15th of the month of June. Pennsylvania, June 16th all the way through June 30th. Rhode Island, June 3rd. South Carolina, June 1st through June 19th. Texas, anywhere between June 6th all the way through June 10th. Utah, June 26th. Virginia, June 16th. Washington, June 2nd all the way through June 20th. West Virginia, June 7th, and a final run on July 13th. Wisconsin, June 11th. And here we have the July payout dates, you guys. Remember that there's a couple of states that are 1 month behind. So starting off with California, July 16th or July 23rd. Hawaii, July 11th. Kansas, July 15th all the way through July 24th. Massachusetts, 1st of July. Minnesota, anywhere between July 5th all the way through July 28th. And Vermont, July 14th. And that is all the updates that I have for today. Remember to turn on your notification button to know when I have uploaded a new video. See you guys next time.